What's good, guys? I'm John the Chief, and for this video, it's gonna be a full solo gameplay walkthrough for standard mode for Vault 94 mission Dead in the Water. This is to help show you guys how to solo standard mode so that way you guys don't need a full team at all in order to get the parts, and so that way you guys can get the plans for the Vault 94 armors, all the solar armors, the thorn armors, all that good stuff. You can get that through solo, which is gonna be really easy. Just mimic what I do here in this video, and it is not hard at all. I'm using a Bloodied melee build for the first half, and then I swap to a Bloodied heavy build for the second half. I do this because it is a lot easier when fighting the Strangler Heart with a heavy weapon than it is with melee, because with melee you can get attacked by all sides really easily, and it's also harder to have high damage resistance combat armor and unyielding armor and all that good stuff that you need in order to survive hits. It's a lot safer to go with a nice pair of Exo 1 power armor and just kill the Strangler Heart with a Bloodied heavy build instead. And because it takes a while to swap in between the areas, I just swap at the midway point. Now, when doing this, I actually recommend running pick lock for the first area, because you're going to want to be able to pick lock open the first door so that way you can get all the keys. You don't need to worry about actually looking for any of them. Once you do that, repairing the pipes is super easy, and then you just need to go into the next area. The first two should be just a given. That's where you actually try to get as much extra time as possible. If you are ending the second area with 10 minutes or more, you are good to go. Hell, in the engineering section, which is the third one, I actually messed up in this gameplay, but I still ended the raid with over 5 minutes left. There is a lot of cushioning time if you use this strategy. Just make sure everything's very methodical. You just do these simple tasks as you go along. Don't really look for the key. You want to pick lock it. Repair the pipes as you go around. Don't actually go too far off a path. It is a very similar path every single time I take for second area and first area, where it's basically muscle memory at this point. Then the third area, you want to be gathering a lot of materials. You start to learn where everything is around your third time doing this solo, so make sure you solo it on novice a few times before you actually go and try and do it on standard, because otherwise you're going to struggle finding the interlock keys, which ends up being the hardest part. And also, if you're unfamiliar with the area itself, what's going to happen is that you're not going to know where to go for resetting the voltages, where the east generator is, the west generator is, voltage, the power interlink. You won't know exactly where these areas are unless you have more experience in the engineering section. So I recommend actually doing this a couple times on novice before you try doing this on standard. And then also on the fourth section, this is what is really important, is that I actually take a picture of the reset codes, and then I just open it up during the fourth section. So during the actual midway point when the timer is paused, I'm gonna go pull out my phone, maybe go on Notepad and just write down all the codes, so that way the fourth section is super fast. You just go in there, repair all the pipes, then you put in the codes without having to search them up. Then once you do that, you fight the Strangler Heart, pop psycho buffs, and any other chems that you need in order to make it easier, and this is probably going to be the easiest raid out there. Now, after doing all three raids, I can tell you this is by far the easiest, so when the next time Dead in the Water comes up, I recommend actually trying to solo it on standard all 7 days, because you are going to want to have all these plans in order to actually craft your perfect set of armor. Anyways, hope all of you guys enjoyed the video. Good luck with soloing the Vault 94 raid, and have a great day, guys.
Huh. acknowledged. Acquire the pump restart codes before proceeding with the operation. Acquisition of flood control pump restart codes confirmed. Now draining the engineering wing. Please stand by. Sealing secondary bulkhead doors to contain the flooding. Operation complete. You may now access the engineering wing. Warning. Warning. Power failure in the pump control room. Additional power supply required. Initiate an emergency restart of the reactor system. Reactor control system initialized. Initiating emergency restart procedure. Complete each step in the procedure as directed. Failure to complete the required actions within the operational window will abort the restart procedure. Step 1. Restart reactor subsystems in the order indicated on the reactor monitoring station terminal. Step 2. Insert the reactor interlock control keys. Repairs acknowledged. Restart the reactor system before proceeding with the operation. Flooding has reached critical levels. Error. Aborting the emergency restart procedure. Initiating emergency restart procedure. Step 1. Restart reactor subsystems in the order indicated on the reactor monitoring station terminal. 2. Insert the reactor interlock control keys. Step 3. Reactor catalyst supply depleted. Insert fresh catalyst canisters into the designated receptacles. Step 4. Power surge detected. Replace the damaged mainframe cores. Step 5. Authentication required. Scan in using the hand scanners at each control station. Step 6. Press the emergency restart button. Electrical short detected in the seed bank chamber. Rerouting power. Emergency restart complete. Reactor system nominal. Routing power to the pump control station. Power transfer confirmed. Now draining the utility wing. Now draining the agriculture wing. Please stand by. Operation complete. You may now access the utility wing and the agriculture wing. Warning. Flood control pump Gamma has failed. Warning. Flood control pump Beta has failed. All flood control pumps have failed. Enter the pump restart codes to restart the pumps. Restart successful. Restart successful. Restart successful. Repairs acknowledged. Restart the flood control pumps in order to drain the pump control station. All flood control pumps are now operational. Now draining the pump control station. Please stand by. Water samples test positive for biological contaminants. Operation complete. You may now access the pump control control station. Initiating emergency flood control procedure K-52. Rerouting all available power to flood control pumps. Engaging pumps. Flooding has stabilized. Emergency operation successful. Thank you for your assistance. Collect your hazard pay from the security office as you exit the vault. Have a nice day.